Is the reality we see an illusion? Have you ever stopped to think about it? Is there something beyond what we absorb with our five senses? What we see, hear, touch, and feel constitutes our reality. But what if it's more than that? What if reality surpasses what our senses can perceive? These questions guide the theory of perception created by psychologist Donald Hoffman. He suggests that human perception is fundamentally a mental construct rather than an accurate representation of objective reality. He argues that our perception of the world is shaped by cognitive processes that evolved to help us survive, rather than to provide us with a complete and precise understanding of reality. In a sense, we have limited our capacity for perception over time instead of expanding it. This has undoubtedly aided in evolution, but may not necessarily be entirely positive. In this video, we invite you to delve deeply into Hoffman's ideas and reflect on his theory of reality construction. What is the influence of language on our cognitive perception of reality? Linguists and philosophers argue that the words we use to describe the world around us are not mere labels, but actively shape how we experience reality. For example, cultures with specific words for emotional nuances or colors that lack equivalents in other languages can offer unique views of the emotional or visual spectrum. Beyond sensory limitations and evolution, language itself plays a fundamental role in creating the reality we perceive. This interconnection between language and perception invites us to explore how linguistic diversity contributes to the richness of human experiences. If we learn new ways to express and conceptualize the world around us, we can also connect with new feelings and sensations that were previously unknown. Donald D. Hoffman is a cognitive psychologist and professor at the University of California, Irvine, known for his groundbreaking research in the fields of perception and evolutionary theory. He received the Troland Award from the National Academy of Sciences in the United States. His theory of perception, widely accepted, posits that perception is a useful interface that conceals the complexity of the real world and guides our behaviors toward adaptation and survival. He draws an analogy between our perception of reality and a virtual reality headset, suggesting that everything we perceive, space, time, physical objects, is merely a set of visualization tools our minds use to interpret an incomprehensible reality. Not surprisingly, many associate his ideas with the matrix theory. According to Hoffman, things do not exist as we perceive them, but are mental constructions serving as symbols to help us navigate the world efficiently. He suggests that our perception is, in a sense, a useful illusion created by our neural system to fulfill a specific purpose: survival. In other words, instead of accurately reflecting objective reality, evolution makes us perceive only useful information that enhances our chances of survival. For instance, our attention is directed to things relevant to our safety, nutrition, and reproduction, while we ignore many details that are not immediately important. This helps us conserve energy and act efficiently. Instead of capturing the full complexity of reality, our brains create simplified representations that allow us to make quick and effective decisions. This is particularly valuable in situations of danger or resource pursuit. This theory challenges the traditional notion that our senses provide a direct and accurate representation of external reality. Instead, it invites us to consider perception as an active and selective construction of the mind, influenced by evolution and the need for survival. Imagine this. When we look at ourselves or others, we see only the physical aspects: skin, hair, eyes, and even neurons if we were to look inside the brain. However, our true essence, hopes, dreams, love for music, and moods reside in our consciousness, a non-physical realm we experience but cannot see. This highlights the depth of human existence beyond mere physical presence, emphasizing the idea that consciousness transcends the material world and is not confined within our bodies or brains. Our current experiences, as rich as they may be, represent a small fraction of the potential conscious experiences. We are unable to imagine, for example, a new color or perceive more than 3 dimensions as metaphors for our limited perception. What would our experience be like if we explored the vastness of reality beyond what our conditioned minds perceive? Additionally, as we delve into the domain of consciousness, we are challenged to reflect on the true nature of human existence. How can we transcend our perceptual limitations and recognize the unlimited potential of consciousness? What horizons open up when we begin to explore the territory of conscious experiences that are still beyond our understanding? As you contemplate these questions, we encourage you to embrace the complexity and depth of the human experience in the pursuit of a more comprehensive understanding of reality and consciousness. In the quest for a deeper understanding of reality and consciousness, it is crucial to consider the practical implications of these innovative ideas. If our perception is a selective and useful construct for survival, the question arises of how we can apply this understanding in our daily lives. Could we develop a broader and more adaptive awareness, allowing us to make more informed and conscious decisions? Another crucial point raised in Donald Hoffman's theory is the need to rethink our relationship with technology and media. If the reality we perceive is a mental construct, how can we navigate a world saturated with digital information and virtual content? Is it possible to seek more balanced and conscious ways of interacting with technology, recognizing its impact on the formation of our perceptions? As we explore the practical implications of this revolutionary theory, it is fascinating to realize how the understanding of the subjective nature of our reality can influence the interaction between diverse cultures and perspectives. In a globalized world where different worldviews coexist, the individual perception shaped by evolution can become a point of convergence or divergence. For example, by acknowledging that our perception is a selective construct, we are challenged to develop empathy and understanding in the face of diverse interpretations of what we consider real. Therefore, it is important to cultivate an open mindset to enrich our interpersonal interactions and promote harmony in an increasingly interconnected society. If we apply the theory to fields such as art and creativity, it is possible to view both as tools for expanding consciousness. If reality is a subjective interpretation, artists have the power to challenge perceptual norms, offering new perspectives and prompting deeper reflections on the nature of existence. Paintings, sculptures, music, and other forms of artistic expression can serve as innovative means to transcend perceived limitations, providing the audience with a transformative experience that goes beyond the conventional. Hoffman's challenging theory is a constant subject of debate and discussion. It invites us to think differently about the nature of reality. By recognizing that our perception is biased, we can begin to consider other perspectives when making decisions. If this video made sense to you, write in the comments, "It makes sense to me." Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to get all the new content.